Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Love looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brought down by Levante Davis.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Alert 3. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Let's go, charge.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Coach coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. The coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Not much there, only a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Complete to Scott.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And able to find Kirk complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
An 8-yard pickup.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play fake. Bridgewater looking deep in the direction of, and this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown.
Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Johnson on the counter, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And Jones has it over the middle. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Good for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Love. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going back to Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
brings up second.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 23.
He was brought down by...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Julio Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Point after.
And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Cowboys 14. Cardinals 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Second and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Check, Lucky.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
He was brought down by Alexander Johnson.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Duke Johnson.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play fake. Here's Love rolling to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
On the throwaway.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down, Love once more. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Bridgewater on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He'll buy some time right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. It's Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it, and they've run it well here to start the second half.
Complete to Christian Kirk.
A nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season. I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside, but the number one thing about him, absolute explosiveness, especially after he catches the ball downfield. If you don't make the tackle right there, he's going to take it a long way.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To throw is Bridgewater. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Love looking to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Love from the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cardinals 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Screen play, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Back now in Arlington. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. return. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
7-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the fourth round back in 2010. What a steal. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Cowboys! Josh Reynolds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Lining up for the point.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position back.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Early on first down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Working out of the gun. Love. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
A loss of 5.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 13 yards.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Every day. Any day.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Johnson. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get him a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game. But it won't alter the final score.
Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Early, the ball carrier.
The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
52. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Again they run with Gurley. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
52, Mike 52. Here it comes, here it comes.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down.
And they will hit the road next week to take on one.